Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome all of you in our Bhagavad Gita discussion. We are continuing second chapter, and we have started taking the transcendental knowledge. So today I want to know from all of you that what understanding you have developed till now in our classes. Anybody would like to share some striking point which we have discussed till now? कोई आज share करना चाहेगा any of your most striking point which is holding you back in our class? Even you have busy schedule, but still you take out time to attend the class. What is that thing which is keeping you intact in our class? Harika, mind control. Anybody else? What is that binding agent which is binding you in the class? Vishwas, Saumen, Sai Naresh, Piyush. Dealing with demonia people. Okay, so you can think about it. So let us begin with prayers and we'll continue. You can think what is that striking point which is keeping you attending the classes despite of having all the busy schedule, and it is becoming more and more interesting for you. Okay, we'll start with prayers. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai. I'll share the screen what we are going to discuss today. Yogesh is writing traction towards Krishna and his instruction. Good, your traction is very nice. You are attracted to Krishna. Good point. So now I'll share what we are going to discuss today. So I want some of you to recite the verse and then we'll move to translation. Who will recite the verse today?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
कोई volunteering? Anybody would volunteer to recite the verse? Nobody?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Aditya. Yes, please.
अथ चैनं नित्यजातं नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतं तथापि त्वं महाबाहो नैनं शोचितुम् अर्हसि.
Translation. Can you explain the translation also? What word meaning? Aditya?
It's not displaying.
That's what I am asking. Can you translate it but without seeing the translation? Anu?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Please explain the translation.
Atha means if, cha means for, enam का नहीं पता, नित्य means हमेशा.
I will give you one hint, word to word meaning will be there in front of you. Now you try to derive the meaning by seeing the word to word meaning.
If
Quickly, jaldi jaldi, fatafat. If anybody can come up with translation, then you can explain without seeing the translation. You have Sanskrit words and you have word to word meaning also. This much hint is given. All of you are engineers, so at least you should be able to, you know, give the translation of this Sanskrit verse where translate word to word meaning is given. Let me see how many of you can do this. If anybody is able to translate, then you can raise your hand and start explaining.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, translation like this always born forever, or you think like if you like Krishna is saying to Arjuna, like if you think this soul is always born or dead as per you, still you have no reason to lament about this.
Yes. So Anu is saying that even if you think that soul dies and we are not this soul and all is not a real understanding. We are this body only. Then also there is no question to lament about this body. So this is the translation. Anybody else? ये उन्होंने बोला. कोई और कुछ understanding देना चाहेगा? Anybody else would like to give the translation? अथ चैनम नित्य जातम नित्यम व मन्यसे मृतम तथापि त्वं महाबाहो नैनम सोचितुम अर्हसि. Okay, I will only explain. अथ, if, however, च एनम नित्य जातम नित्यम व मन्यसे मृतम, even if you think that जो है हम नित्य जन्म लेते हैं और मर भी जाते हैं, तथापि उस समय भी त्वाम ओ अर्जुन महाबाहो ओ अर्जुन ना एनम सोचितुम अर्हसि, उसमें भी लैमेंट होने कोई जरूरत नहीं है. इवन इफ यू थिंक दैट, अगर आप सोच रहे हैं कि हम जन्म लेते हैं और मर जाते हैं, खत्म हो जाते हैं, आवर एग्जिस्टेंस इज फिनिश्ड, कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारा एग्जिस्टेंस इटर्नल है. इन दैट केस ऑल्सो वी शुड नॉट लैमेंट. सो लेट अस सी द ट्रांसलेशन. Or if, however, you think that soul is perpetually born and always dies, still you have no reason to lament, O mighty armed Arjuna. So now here Prabhupada Krishna is giving the philosophy of atheists. What scientists, so-called scientists who are atheists, they give. They say, they also say, no, oh, we are this body, we nothing called soul, we will die. When the body is finished, we are finished. So that understanding also Krishna is presenting here. So don't think that Krishna is only talking about spirit soul. Krishna even presented the understanding of what the scientists today they have. And so Prabhupada has given very nice purport. I want anybody of you to read this purport.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. There is always a class of philosophers, almost akin to the Buddhists, who do not believe in the separate existence of the soul beyond the body. When Lord Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita, it appears that such philosophers existed, and they were known as the Lokayatikas and Vaibhasikas. These philosophers maintain that life symptoms or soul takes place at a certain mature condition of material combination. The modern material scientists and materialist philosophers also think similarly. According to them, the body is a combination of physical elements, and at a certain stage, the life symptoms develop by interaction of the physical and chemical elements. The science of anthropology is based on this philosophy. Currently, many pseudo religions now becoming fashionable in America are also adhering to this philosophy, as well as to the nihilistic, non-devotional Buddhist sects.
Yes, very good. So can you explain what Prabhupada has written here? What is understanding? Okay, so here Prabhupada is writing that even Krishna's time, there were philosophers who were almost equal to Buddhists. Buddhists are almost like atheists because Buddhists don't follow scriptures. They don't follow that there is understanding of soul beyond the body. So even Krishna's time, philosophers called Lokayatikas and Vaibhasikas, they were existing. And what is their philosophy? They maintained the philosophy that at certain stage of life, at certain stage, life combination is in combination of material elements make the life force in us, and at certain stage when combination is scattered, we become dead, and just we are chemical composition, we are nothing called soul. So this is the philosophy given by Lokayatikas and Vaibhasikas, and these philosophers even existing at that time also, just like today's modern philosophers. So this is not new theory. Even that time they were existing, but they were very few. But now today they are 90%, more than 90%, and devotional people are very less. So this is the philosophy here we can understand. Now next, this is important verse. Okay, who will recite this verse? Pawan Kumar, can you recite this verse?
No, Prabhuji, no. No. Hello.
Yes, please.
No,
Go ahead, go ahead.
जतस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युर् ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य सा तस्मद् अपरिहर्ये ते न त्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि.
Very good, very nice. So यहाँ कृष्णा बोले जातस्य ही ध्रुवो मृत्युर ध्रुवम जन्म अमृतस्य च. जातस मीन्स जन्म, ही मीन्स निश्चित रूप से, ध्रुव मीन्स पक्का, मृत्युर मीन्स मरना. जिसका जन्म हुआ है उसका मरना निश्चित है. जातस्य ही ध्रुव मृत्युर, जो जन्म लिया है वो तो जरूर मरेगा. और ध्रुवम जन्म अमृतस्य च, और जिसका मृत्यु हुआ उसका भी जन्म निश्चित होगा. अब इस श्लोक में कृष्णा दूसरी फिलॉसफी दे रहे हैं. इससे पहले वाली में कृष्णा ने बोला कि इवन इफ यू थिंक दैट हमारा जन्म होता है और हमारी जब डेथ हो जाती है उसके साथ साथ हमारा एग्जिस्टेंस भी खत्म हो जाता है. Then also Arjuna, you should not lament, and here Krishna is giving another philosophy that if you have died then you will take birth, and you have taken birth you will die. तस्माद अपरिहार्य अर्थ, इसलिए न तुम सोचितुम अर्हति, ओ Arjuna should not lament. So just see, now and again Krishna is establishing, trying to give the point that we are eternal, means we are beyond this body, we are something superior to this body, that is spirit soul, which changes from this body to another body. So like here Prabhupada is writing, one has to take birth according to one's activity of life. So जातस्य ही ध्रुव मृत्यु, जिसका जन्म हुआ वो मरेगा, और जो मरेगा उसका जन्म होगा. तो जन्म किस बेसिस पे होगा? What is the basis of our birth, next birth? What kind of body we are going to get? There are 8,400,000 species of life, so many life species of life. Which species I am going into? Whether I am going to become hog, dog, camel, ass, donkey, snake, owl, what kind of body I am going to take? Do we have understanding? Or next question, why there are so many species of life existing in the universe? Why there is hog? Why there is dog? Why there is camel? Why there is so many living entities, birds, beasts, animals in the water, in the air? Why all these species of life existing? Scientists don't have the answer of this question. Why these species of life existing? अगर हम मैटर हैं, if we are matter, we are coming by chance. So why somebody will desire? Why by chance in every man there are two hands, two legs? Why not nose is here on the head? Why not eyes are there here? Why eyes are not in the downside of the body? Why eyes, all the structure are same in all the humans? Why, if it is by chance, है ना, there is by chance philosophy. डार्विन बोलता है बाई चांस हम बंदर से हम मनुष्य बन गए, है ना, सर्वाइवल ऑफ द फिटेस्ट. So monkey wanted to survive, so we started becoming fit, so we have now become this. So like this there are so many philosophy, but the point is why other species are existing. It, so many species you can see. So by, if all the monkeys have they have transformed into human, then why still monkeys are existing? And if all the monkeys started transforming, then where are the others? If those who are there in between, and half monkey, half humans, where are they? So scientists can never explain. So therefore, there is scientists. There was a great scientific hawks in scientific community. When this Darwin gave this philosophy that we are coming from monkey, then the question came, then where are the other between, those who are in between, है ना, वो कहाँ चले गए? Monkeys are existing, humans are there, but where are others who are in between? No, पूंछ है, हाथ भी है, खड़े हो गए हैं, है ना, आधा बंदर आधा मनुष्य, कहाँ गए वो सारे? Then what happened? Few scientists came together and then they did a very nice thing to present that yes, these things are also existing. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, हाफ ह्यूमन स्कल एंड हाफ ओरेंगोटेन स्कल को लिया और उसको ग्लू गम से कुछ करके चिपका दिया और उसको, है ना, ब्रश कर दिया, जिससे कि वो पुराना दिखे, बहुत अनादिकाल का दिखे, बहुत ही पुराना दिखे. ओरेंगोटेन का स्कल और ह्यूमन स्कल लेके उसको चिपका दिया ग्लू गम से और उसको पेंट पॉलिश कर दिया जिससे कि बहुत पुराना दिखे और उसको प्रेजेंट कर दिया. उसको बोलते हैं पिल डाउन मैन फॉसिल्स. आप इंटरनेट पर पढ़ सकते हैं. उन्होंने बोला देखो पिल डाउन मैन फॉसिल है, दीज आर द स्पीसी विच एग्जिस्टेड इन बिटवीन. मंकी और ह्यूमंस के बीच के जो स्पीसी है ये हैं. तो उसमें से एक का देखो मुझे स्कल मिला हुआ, टेक इट. उन्होंने उसको दिखाया and they got Nobel Prize. Yes. You see, bees का भी exist करता है. But then later it was discovered that other scientists, because in scientists also there are so many conflicts and classes going on among the scientists also. Not they are not the devotees. Only devotees, those who have devotional attitude for Krishna, they are only non-envious. Otherwise, in every community there is enmity. Even among the brothers there is enviousness. What to speak of others? Today, what the system we are following, among the brothers, among the near and dear ones, there is animosity. Husband, wife, there is enviousness. So what to speak of scientists? So other scientists, then they expose these scientists that this is flaw. This is a great hoax what they are presenting. This is not the real skull. This is created by them. Then it was found that yes, actually this was made by them. And then just see how scientists were cheating us just to present. So we know that so many scientists are cheating and have cheated us, always cheating us, but still we have so much faith on the scientists. But on Bhagavad Gita, on our scriptures, the knowledge is pakka, 100% pakka, perfect. There is no change, no cheating. Science is so perfect, so practical. All the knowledge so very practical. If you start following the Bhagavad Gita principle and chanting Hare Krishna, you get out of all the problems. But we will not follow. We will always put a doubt. We'll be always skeptical. और हम बोलेंगे हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है. वो सारी चीज को पढ़ने के लिए हमारे पास टाइम है जो कि कोई काम का नहीं है. आज देखो हम लोग इंजीनियरिंग से पहले जो पढ़ते हैं उसका इंजीनियरिंग में कोई यूज होता है क्या? बिल्कुल यूज नहीं है. When I studied till 12th, कैलकुलस, कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री, 9th क्लास से ही मैंने कैलकुलस लगाना शुरू कर दिया. 10th क्लास में मैंने सारा मैथ्स को कंप्लीट कर दिया. अलजेब्रा, ट्रिग्नोमेट्री, कैलकुलस, कोऑर्डिनेट 10th तक मैंने कंप्लीट कर दिया. 11th में आईआईटी की तैयारी करने लग गया डायरेक्टली. बट जब हम बीटेक ग्रेजुएशन करने आए तो वहां पर जो भी हमने पढ़ा, ना तो कैलकुलस का यूज, ना तो कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री, ना तो अलजेब्रा. बेसिक अलजेब्रा इज यूजेबल, ट्रिग्नोमेट्री बेसिक. No use of the knowledge what we accumulated, what we went through so rigorously, left all our comforts, all the luxury, all the happiness of school time. शादी में नहीं गए, enjoy नहीं किया, पार्टी नहीं किया. Only we are focused about study, get into IIT. IIT में जाने के बाद पता चला कि भाई ये सब तो नॉलेज बेकार का है जो आपने अभी तक पढ़ा. भूल जाओ सब, नया नॉलेज स्टार्ट करेंगे हम। प्रोग्रामिंग में कहीं कोई यूज ही नहीं है मैथ्स का, थोड़ा बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट यूज होता है बस। So no practical understanding, no practical implementation what we are taught in our schools, colleges. स्कूल में क्या पढ़ा? साइन थीटा, कोई प्रैक्टिकल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन आप बता सकते हैं क्या? साइन 30 इक्वल्स टू 1/2, कॉस 30 √3/2। इंटीग्रेशन का कोई प्रैक्टिकल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन है लाइफ में? नो प्रैक्टिकल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन। कहीं आपको जरूरत पड़ेगी सब नॉलेज का? नो वेयर। बट वी स्टडी सो रिगरसली, हम पूरा 10-10 घंटे 12-12 घंटे ये सब पढ़ते हैं। केमिस्ट्री में SPDF पढ़ा हमने, S ब्लॉक, P ब्लॉक, D ब्लॉक, F ब्लॉक, कैसे ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री में रिएक्शन होता है। कोई उसका यूज आया? नो यूज। प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में कोई यूज है? नो यूज। बट वी हैव स्टडीड सो हार्डली। कॉलेज में आने के बाद पता चलता है कुछ और पढ़ाया जा रहा है, फिर उसके लिए स्ट्रगल करो, फिर से उसका बेसिक क्लियर करो, फिर फाउंडेशन तैयार करो। So this is all going on and we have so much time for that. But when it comes to Bhagavad Gita, understanding of our scriptures, chanting Hare Krishna, then we don't have time. Then we ask whether we should attend Bhagavad Gita class or not. No. Anyway, these are all material knowledge. More you take material knowledge, more you will be frustrated. That is the nature of materialism. Materialism means more you get into materialism, more you will get frustrated. That is the symptom. That is the reality I am speaking. More you involve into material activity, more you will get frustrated. Because you are a spirit soul and these are all matters. Soul becomes more entangled into matter, soul will be frustrated. अभी आज ही एक स्टूडेंट ने व्हाट्सएप किया, प्रभु इतना अच्छे से, वो फिजिक्स का टीचर है, फिजिक्स पढ़ाता है स्टूडेंट्स को, 11th 12th वालों को। Now he is asking, Prabhuji, why am I frustrated? Even though I'm not attached to my duty, I just perform my duty, but still I'm attached. Why? But still I'm frustrated. I'm not feeling joy. मैंने बोला, the nature of material activity is giving frustration. The moment you indulge into material activity, it will invariably give you frustration, because that is matter and you are a spirit. Spirit wants spiritual activity. More you chant, more you do spiritual activity, more you will get bliss. But more you indulge into material activity, you will think that I will enjoy, but even more you will get frustrated. This is the fact of life I am speaking. You may accept or don't accept, it is up to you, but this is the reality. And I will speak only reality from Bhagavad Gita. So we should understand this. Here, yes, anyway. So one has to take birth according to one's activity of life. कैसा जन्म मिलेगा? Based on your activities. What kind of birth we are going to get? That is decided by law of karma. And scientists don't believe in law of karma. They believe in law of attraction. Law of attraction is again a cheating. Cheating है ये। आप सुबह सो के उठ के बेड पे सोचते रहे, मुझे मिल जाएगा, मुझे मिल जाएगी, या मुझे ये मिल जाएगा, मुझे वो मिल जाएगी। ऐसा होता है क्या? It is not practical. Law of attraction is completely bakwas. It is a hoax again. There is a law of karma, which is active. Based on your activity, you will get next life. And if your activities in this life is like hog, you will become hog next life. And if your mindset is like a monkey, then next life you will get a body of monkey, because all the bodily limbs are grouped about the mind. What is the status of mind? That will be your senses. This is what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter, verse number 10. Shrotam chakshu sparshanam cha rasnam granam eva cha adhisthana manasyayam vishayanupasevate. All the shrota means सुनने वाला जो सेंस, श्रोतम, चक्षु मीन्स आंख, स्पर्शम मीन्स टच सेंसेशन, रसना मीन्स टंग, ग्राणम एवच अधिष्ठाय मनस्यामि, मन के अबाउट ग्रुप्ड है, विषयानु टू सेंस एंजॉय सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन। मान लो सपोज आपका माइंड सेट है स्टूल खाने का। There are many people, they have this thought idea that let me enjoy stool also, because they have enjoyed everything but didn't get any enjoyment. Now they want to taste stool also. What is the taste in stool? hogs are mad after eating stool. So let me also enjoy that. There are many people, you will, if you read newspapers, then you would have encountered this. So they are the people, because everything they have eaten, vegetarian खा लिए उनको मजा नहीं है, so non vegetarian में गए, उसमें भी आनंद नहीं है, जी नहीं भरा, then now they are thinking that यार hog, ये stool भी तो एक food है ना, human waste is also food for hog, pigs, so they are enjoying so nicely becoming fat, so let me also taste that also. So your mindset is now like this, but this body is not meant to eat hog's food. This body is meant to eat vegetarian and chant Hare Krishna and go back to Krishna. This is the purpose of this body. But if you do this kind of sinful activity, this kind of whimsical activity, demoniac activity, then what will the Lord do? Okay, you have desire to eat stool, but your mouth is not appropriate, है ना? And your body is also not suitable for that. So anyway, if you desire, man proposes, God disposes. So you have proposed, now God will dispose. How? Next life he will give you hog body. All the limbs, mouth, ears, tongue, everything will be grouped about the mind, because your mindset is of the hog. So all these things will be like a hog, and you will enjoy nicely without any problem. So activity से हम next life मिलता है हमें according to your mindset. So therefore mindset change करना हमें, अपना mindset animals जैसा नहीं रहना है. Animal के जैसा mindset रहेगा तो हम animal बन जाएंगे अगले जन्म में without a doubt. Okay. And after finishing one term of activity, one has to die to take birth. The next, in this way, the cycle of birth and death is revolving one after the other without liberation. Anna. Now next. So who will read this verse? कोई पढ़ना चाहेगा इस श्लोक को? I want. No, you have already recited. I want somebody who has not recited. Piyush, Sai Naresh, Somen, Sucheta, Tapish, Vishwas, Yogesh, any one of you can recite. यार रिसाइटेशन में शर्म आती है क्या आप लोगों को? एक्टिव रहना ना, अगर शर्म आती है तो बोल दो.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हरे कृष्ण.
अव्यक्त दीनि भूतानि व्यक्त मध्यानि भारत अव्यक्त दानान्य एव तत्र का देवाना.
Very good, very nice. This is so nicely you recited. फिर भी शर्मा रहे हैं हम लोग. अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि व्यक्त मध्यानि भारता अव्यक्त निधनानि एव तत्र का परिदेवना. Very good. What is the translation? All created beings are unmanifest in their beginning, manifest in their interim state, and unmanifest again when they are annihilated. So what need is there for lamentation? What is the purport understanding? Prabhupada is writing, the material body has no factual existence in relation to the eternal soul. It is something like a dream. In a dream, we may think of flying in the sky or sitting on a chariot as a king, but when we wake up, we can see that we are neither in the sky nor seated in the chariot. The Vedic wisdom encourages self-realization on the basis of non-existence of the material body. So जो material existence है ये dream के जैसा है. ड्रीम में जैसे हम राजा बन जाते हैं या हवा में उड़ते हैं या हम बहुत सारी चीजें एंजॉय करते हैं, अच्छी फैमिली है ना, एक राजा है, एक रानी, पास पैसा और जवानी है, हम क्या जिंदगानी. सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स यू आर एंजॉयिंग इन ड्रीम, बट इज देयर एनी existential meaning in that? No, because that dream will not last for a long time. And when you are in the dream, at the time of dream, all those activities are real, but dreams become dream when you are out of the dream. As long as you are in the dream, everything which you are feeling, they are appearing like fact, true. All the feelings are truth feelings. Yes or no? Realize karo, you go into flashback what dream you saw yesterday night. When you were watching dream, then that time all those feelings which you were experiencing the dream, they were real. But when you get out of the dream, then that became dream. then that became dream. When you are out of the dream, then that particular dream became dream. Otherwise that dream was not a dream, that was reality. Yes or no? How many of you with me? How many of you are with me? Can you raise your hands? Dream is reality when you are in the dream. Dream becomes dream when you are out of the dream. Yes or no? कितने लोग बोलते हैं यस? बस एक लोग, सब लोग, सब लोग नहीं बोल रहे हैं यस. एनीवे, बोलो, सब लोग को बोलना चाहिए. ड्रीम becomes reality when you are in the dream, but dreams become dream when you are out of the dream. Yes or no? उसी तरीके से ये लाइफ भी, जो भी हम लोग लाइफ कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं ना, ये लाइफ रियल है जब इस लाइफ में है आप. लेकिन when you are in the dream, then this life is a dream. When, very simple to understand, it is not very complicated. अगर आपने ये ड्रीम अंडरस्टैंडिंग समझ लिया, then it will be very easy for you to accept the philosophy of spirit soul and something called spiritual world, and soul belongs to the spiritual world. All these things will become very, very obvious for us to understand and accept and digest. When you are in the dream, this life is dream, but when you are out of dream, this life is reality. So this life is reality or this life is a dream? What is the truth? भाई ये भी ड्रीम है, ये भी रियलिटी है. ड्रीम वाला भी लाइफ ड्रीम एंड रियलिटी है. So what is dream? What is reality? So scriptures say both are dreams. Dream means temporary. Anything which is temporary, that is called dream. अगर मान लो ड्रीम के बाहर ही ना आ पाओ, जैसे इंसेप्शन मूवी आई थी हॉलीवुड में, उसमें ड्रीम के अंदर जा रहे हैं. सपोज आप ड्रीम के अंदर ही हो, you are not, your dream is not breaking only, and the dream is going on eternally. So that dream will become dream? No, that dream is now real because you are experiencing that. और मैंने बोला ड्रीम्स बिकम ड्रीम व्हेन यू आर आउट ऑफ द ड्रीम, और यहाँ पर तो आप ड्रीम से बाहर निकल ही नहीं रहे हैं, तो आपके लिए रियल है वो, तो ऑल द एक्सपीरियंस इज रियल. यस और नो? कब? जब ड्रीम को एक्सटेंड कर दो, टाइम टी टेंड्स टू इंफिनिटी, time t tends to infinity, that time dream is reality. But if time t tends to 2 hours, 3 hours or 1 hour, that dream is dream because you will out of the dream, you will come out of the dream. So actually उसी तरीके से ही हमारी मटेरियल लाइफ भी है. इसमें भी क्या है, ये टेम्परेरी है, it is not eternal. So but we are looking for eternal things, we are looking to experience something where time t equals to infinity, but here we are not experiencing, where here we are not getting. So where we'll get? When we go to spiritual world, there your experience will be eternal, you will be eternally experiencing the bliss. There will be nothing called breaking of the dream. No, that life, ड्रीम में भी जो है वो लाइफ है, देयर इज लाइफ, देयर इज फैमिली, बट वो क्या ब्रेक हो जाता, दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. मटेरियल लाइफ भी जो हम लोग कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं, दिस विल आल्सो गेट ब्रोकन वन डे, एंड वी डोंट नो व्हेन इट विल बी ब्रोकन, एंड विल ऑल विल बी सेपरेटेड एंड इट विल बिकम ड्रीम. अभी रियलिटी इसलिए लग रहा है क्योंकि आप अभी इसमें है ना इन्वॉल्व. जैसे ही इस लाइफ के बाहर आके आप देखेंगे ना, तो ये लाइफ रियल ड्रीम बन जाएगा, है ना, इट विल हैव नो मीनिंग. उसी तरीके से व्हेन we go, so the idea is that we want to experience eternity, but here the situation is not allowing us to experience the life eternally. But when we go to the spiritual world, there life is eternal, there is no question of breaking the life. Your life is eternal, your family is eternal, your feelings are eternal, your exchanges are eternal, everything is eternal. So that is the understanding that we don't belong to this material world, we belong to spiritual world because we are spirit soul. Spirit soul is eternal, therefore spirit soul, we are always longing for eternity. But here in the night also, what dream we see, that is getting broken. This dream which is we are seeing in the dream, जो भी dream हम देख रहे हैं, हम अपने आप को ये समझते हैं, we have taken different identities, this is also dream, it will be broken. But we want to go into the dream which is eternal. We want to go into the life which is eternal. So और जैसे ही कोई चीज इटर्नल होता है उसको ड्रीम नहीं बोलते. So spiritual life is eternal, therefore that is not a dream. Dream is this material life because this is temporary. Definition है dream का means it is temporary. Anything which is temporary is called dream. Dream या असत या false या मिथ्या बोल सकते हैं आप. मिथ्या बोल दें, ड्रीम बोल दें, असत बोल दें, झूठा बोल दें, ये है एक सिनोनिम्स है. और जो इटर्नल है वो ड्रीम नहीं है, वो क्या है, सत्य है. तो इटर्नल तो केवल भगवान का धाम, भगवान और हमारी आत्मा है, बस और कोई चीज नहीं. तो भगवान के धाम जानना है और अपने आप को परफेक्ट बनाना है. विद दिस आई एम स्टॉपिंग हियर. थैंक यू वेरी मच. हरे कृष्णा. एक वीडियो में शेयर करता हूँ, आप लोग उसको देख के जाना, बहुत ही अच्छा वीडियो है. हाउ फॉर्चुनेट वी आर.
How to understand the Vedic literatures in the right perspective. And this modern articulation of the Shastra Yukti was done by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Based on Chaitanya's teachings, based on all the Vedic literatures, he sat down and gave clarity. What is what? It is there in the Vedic literatures. Like for example, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyaha. From all the Vedas, I am to be known. Such a clear statement it is, but still people miss out. There are many sadhus, many gurus, they are speaking different things, but they are missing this point. So it requires a self-realized acharya to tell us, and that is why these 5 acharyas, Jagannath Das Babaji, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, and then Srila Prabhupada, all those 4 predecessor acharyas prepared the ground, and Srila Prabhupada expressed it very clearly in English and took it all over the world. That was a final touch given by Srila Prabhupada, prepared by the previous acharyas, in harmony with the original desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that this knowledge should be appreciated, understood by people all over the world, even in the midst of Kali Yuga. In other words, Prabhupada's coming, Prabhupada doing all these things, it's part of a cosmic plan of the Lord. Not a small thing. Very special. So we should constantly reflect on our position, how we have come in touch with this philosophy, this understanding, which many big scholars, they are all missing out. So we are greatly fortunate. That's why finally the Shastra Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Brahmanda Brahmite kono bhagyavan jeev, Guru Krishna prasade paya bhakti lata bij. Living entities wandering in the different universes, in different species, and in all these different species, when he gets that species, he feels, I'm very happy, I don't have to move out of this situation. Why should I move? I'm very happy in this situation. He finds a satisfaction in that species. He doesn't want to change that species, including the position of a hog. And that's why Prabhupada writes here another important point. Somebody who is in a higher state of consciousness can say that, yes. Like we are in a higher state of consciousness as human beings than a pig. When we look at the pig and say, oh, how they are. But look at the pig itself, very happy, comfortable. In the same way, when a person who is elevated in spiritual consciousness looks at the human society and says, how they are suffering. So it requires a higher consciousness perspective.
Any questions? So how fortunate we are. We have come in contact of this philosophy, which is explaining the highest truths of life. That Vedescha Sarver Aham Eva Vedya. The ultimate goal of all these scriptures is to know Krishna. But there are many gurus, spiritualists, they are preaching something else. Fortunately, we have come in touch and we are able to know that actually Krishna is supreme and we have to serve Krishna. So we should not get swayed by this so-called so many other gurus. We should get hooked onto the lotus feet of Prabhupada and perfect our life. So with this, I'll stop. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.